to venture a guess as to what is inside?
That's a boggart nose.
Now, can anybody tell me what a boggart looks like?
No one knows. Boggarts are shapeshifters. They take the shape of whatever a particular person fears the most. That's what makes them
so terrifying.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Jack here, and today I'm super excited to show you a brand new Harry Potter MOC. Now, this MOC is not huge by any means whatsoever. It's actually pretty small. It fits in the palm of my hand. I mean, kind of. This is the scene from Prisoner of Azkaban where Professor Lupin is holding his defense against the dark arts class, and all the students have to face against a boggart, which is basically just a physical representation of their fear. So if you were afraid of stepping on a Lego brick, it would turn into a giant Lego piece, which would actually be kind of cool. But basically, you cast that away with a spell to make it look ridiculous, pun intended, and then it just goes away. Now, at the end of this classroom session, Harry went against a boggart and it turned into a Dementor, which is basically a representation of fear. But Harry got scared, so Lupin jumped in the way, and he got against the boggart and it turned into a moon, which turned into a balloon, and the classroom was over, and everybody was left wondering, well, what's the moon mean, and why was Harry scared, and what's going to happen next? So you continue watching or reading. But before I actually jump into the MOC after explaining the whole plot, this is in collaboration with Sacred Bricks, who actually made the ending of the Order of the Phoenix. So after this video, check the description, find the link to Sacred's video, click on that and go give that a watch and tell me what you think about it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this boggart fight. So the main goal when making this MOC was, because it's so tiny, to actually have a pretty cool technique, and I decided the coolest techniques I wanted to implement were going to be in the floor and the walls. I'll start with the walls because it's my least favorite, even though I built it second. If you look here, the only thing that's actually oriented straight is the middle section. The windows are actually tilted, and the sidewalls on the side of that are actually tilted as well. Angling little portions like this, even if it doesn't make a huge difference, is just something that really transforms the MOC, because somebody that looks at the MOC for more than 2 seconds, they'll notice it and they'll be like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of cool. So I always try and focus on that. You'll see a bunch of different pieces here that actually make this look like a very dilapidated wall. This entire MOC is actually a little bit more dilapidated than I would do for any other Hogwarts MOC, but I just wanted to try it here. A lot of the bricks are mismatched, the colors are a little bit wrong, they're not exactly matching each other, but this does actually match the official Harry Potter wave, which is pretty cool. So if you actually wanted to, this thing would fit right into a display. In the middle section, you'll see a clock, and you'll also notice that in pretty much all of my Harry Potter MOCs, I always put a house banner, and that's basically just to show you, hey, this is Harry Potter, so it may not make sense here, but it's there. And like I said, the windows are actually angled and tilted, so there's a little bit more to look at there, but the coolest part about this build is undoubtedly the floor. If you look, the tiles are not all placed down properly. So you'll see some are actually tilted down a little bit on one side, or they're not exactly angled correctly, and that's because I wanted to make this feel like it's old. And you'll see there's even more wooden planks or rafters that are actually beneath the floor itself, and that actually helps with the aesthetic. So you can see it's crooked, it's very random, and a lot of the planks don't exactly line up. I just think it looks really cool, especially when it's mostly reddish brown and you have a little bit of dark brown and a little bit of nougat that are sprinkled in there. It looks cool in my opinion, and I think I'm actually going to use this a whole lot more when I make more Harry Potter stuff in the future, just because I like the way it looks. And then on top of that, you actually have the boggart fight, so you'll see Harry Potter, the boggart, which is a Dementor figure, and Professor Lupin. I did make the little wardrobe or the cabinet that the boggart will actually come out of. It's not very complex, and it's not something that's really like, whoa, that looks really cool, because it's pretty simplistic, but it gets the job done, and I like that, so I'm pretty happy with this. But that's all I have to say about this entire MOC, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. I will link some more Harry Potter MOCs down below, as well as Sacred Bricks' MOC, so go check that out. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, take care.